welcome back to another video. Don't even ask why I'm holding this. I've got a mic on, but it just feels better. Anyway, beside the point, I'm going to be reacting to my recent DJ set of the tracks are Halloween VIP, JG Dubs. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. And there's another one called Churchill. I can't remember who actually made that one, but it's Riddim. It's dubstep Riddim, and it is me doing chops. I'm gonna go through it and explain what it is as we do it. I don't want to do a tutorial pretty much. I can't be bothered. If my voice picks up more time, I'm actually gonna never mind. Anyway, so let's jump straight into it. If the mic sounds too loud, I can't really care. But anyway, I know it's a different kind of video as well, but we'll see if we're coming back with more. We'll see. But anyway, let's jump straight into it. Let's do this shit. So here we are. That's me on the right hand side, no, left hand side. Yeah, that's anyway. That's me on the right hand side there at the decks. I've got the deck cam, not the cock cam. Deck cam. I know it's anyway. So if you don't know what chopping is, I'm gonna show you the video first. I'm gonna show you some bits, or the first part leading up to the first drop, part of the beat. Anyway, and you will see what chopping actually is. It's a way of DJing which is different to what you do with, say, house music, D&B, etc, etc. It's different. You'll see what I mean though. Yeah, we'll see. Also, I'd mix it at 140 BPM and the same key if you can with Riddim. It makes life so much easier. Whereas this one's 70 BPM and 140, but it matches on the beats. It does work, but just be wary of that. So if you do a live mix with this, just be wary. Here we go. Okay, first things first, what I'm doing right here already, let me turn it down so I don't deafen you guys while I'm talking. So as it drops here, you'll see me flick one up, flick one down. That's blending the two songs together to work. Do it with both, down, up, down, down, up, down. As you can see, that's how it works. That's not actually chopping, this part is chopping though. That's just like, well, it is classed as chopping. It is chopping, yeah, it is chopping. But this is what it's known for, this part. It's the flick upside down, upside down, I think. It's, good god. What a great start to the video. Anyway, this is technically what chopping is. It's just up and down. So you fade one out, fade one in, fade one out, fade one in, close one off, close one on. You know, so that's what it is. There's different techniques to it with different songs and different things. There's ways you can do it. I'd pick it up doing it. It took me maybe 3 days to be able to do it properly. Watch YouTube videos, stuff like that. There's a lot out there to be able to help you. I had to kind of watch one just so I could understand the premise of it, just because I'm like, this is kind of new. I mean, I've been DJing, I've been DJing quite a while now, but this kind of plethora of DJing is just like, I've not really done it before, because it's completely different to anything I've ever done. Whereas like, I've done house and all that stuff, and deep house and garage and all that kind of good stuff, but Riddim is just a different ball game of music compared to that kind of music I was doing before. But you'll see it again here with the chops. Also, I do want another good bit of advice if you do starting. I know this isn't a tutorial video, but it is at the same time. Anyway, beside that, try not to single one song out for too long, because it becomes boring. Well, I won't consider it's boring because the tracks are really good, but the whole point of chopping is to be able to implement both songs at the same time instead of just doing one all the way through, or as much as you can. Try chop it up as much as you can, and also do single outs sometimes. Don't just keep chopping all the way through again. It's a bit of both. You don't want to do both, but you also want to do both. I can't describe it to you. You know what I mean if you do it, and you'll know exactly what I mean by now. I played both tracks at the same time. They both sound good. Cut one off, start chopping again. You'll see. So if you can hear there, both of them while playing. If you watch the knob in the middle of the screen, if you watch the sliders in the middle of the screen, you'll see them both up, as you'll see now. That's them both playing, and one doesn't counter the other. One sounds good, the other sounds good along with it. It's no mixing in between. There's no clash or anything like that. It sounds good, but you only want to do that for a short amount of time, as I've learned myself, just because it sounds better. and you'll hear again now. I'll cut it off. In this one I do a lot of up, down, but not actual chops, because it does sound really good with this mix. I kind of figured it out with this one, just playing around. This is just like a mess around one that we're doing, which a lot of them are, but this was just, oh, it sounds so good when you get further into the actual mix of things. That's chopping right there. As you could see right there, that was chopping. Not this part, the next part. I've noticed as well, if you don't actually chop it like at a certain point, like obviously because my BPMs are completely different from 70 to 140, but they sound very similar. If you don't push it in at the right time, that's why you have to watch the music. Watching the music and listening to it is a big thing, especially in rhythm, just because if you put that in when it kicks off, it sounds weird, as you probably heard there. Like again, this is only mess around one. If you actually didn't proper set it, you'd notice it big time. But that's one thing you should be doing, definitely looking at the music. For obviously the lines on mine, I'm using MIXXX mix DJ software, and it's much easier to be able to read the lines, so the lines are matched up before I even started playing the track, and I know when it's going to come in on the kick, which is obviously going to be the middle one, I think, if not the big one. You'll hear them anyway when you go through, but you'll know. Effects, one of a big thing you can use. I definitely try to use effects. That's a good example right there. That was really good. Of the ups, I can't remember what you call them. There's a name for them, but I don't know what the name is. But there's a lot of chops and then the ups and downs, which you mix them both together and it just sounds bon appetits. See, that's it right there. That's just, oh, if you can mix them both together, it's just amazing. Obviously a lot of people are really good at this stuff. I'm literally just starting out, so I'm not as good yet, but I like to think it sounds really good as starting off. But here we go, this is the good part. Alright, that sounded sick. Also, I'd like to mention real quick, that part of doing that is, you don't do just the same pattern you were doing before, if that makes sense. So with one song, you do it with the other. So instead of going womp, 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 this one sounds different to what it was before. The first, well, on the first, well, the second drop, it sounded a lot different from that one, if you notice that. But it gives off a different plethora of the music. I can't describe it. You'll know what I mean when you hear it. Like, come on, like, you can't say that doesn't sound sick. Even if you don't like rhythm, that sounds sick. Like, honestly. Oh, bro. Again, with the singling tracks out, definitely keep singling your tracks. Obviously not for too long. Mine were 4 bars in, I think, and maybe 4, was it 4 or 5? Can't remember, pardon me. But that's a good way of doing it. Single it out, 4 bars, maybe 2, and then straight back into your next one where it's 1, 1, 1, 1. It sounds good. obviously as the beat changes, you can manipulate that again with a like the way the song changes and develops over the time of doing it, or the song going through. Sorry, over the time of the song as it goes along, it changes, so you can be able to change it so it sounds miles better than it did the drop before, or the drop at the beginning. You know, it's like a build-up stage, and it's over to the last part of the song, as you can see. I can't really show you, but like right there by my mouse, that's coming towards the end of the track, same as this one as well. You can't see it, my mic's in the way on my cam, but it sounds so cool, man. I don't know, people don't like this stuff if they don't. So yeah, that is how you Riddim. Or that's not how you Riddim, but that's a way of I doing Riddim. Or I doing Riddim, but they speak English. That's the way that I've taught myself how to do Riddim. But if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure you guys do like and subscribe down below. Hopefully we'll be back with the content. We'll see. I'll let you guys know. We will see. But yeah, it's been your boy King Vortex, and I'll see you in the next one. Can't speak English. Peace.